the whole thing just slowed, I don't know, maybe to a stop, or it hovered for a second, and then what looked like one solid red oval object, it just turned red and shot straight up and disappeared. Gone. Completely gone.
I tried everything I could to explain them away, and I said, well, it looks to me like a flock of geese flying down from Iowa with flashlights in their mouth.
Welcome to Rock Hard Caucus with your hosts, Justin and Evan. Working on new, high energy introductions to the show. Get people pumped.
You just need to, replace that. Replace the opening music with that for every single episode going
we'll just
forward.
do something live, yeah. Or take that recording.
No, take that recording and just play it every single time.
So you're saying that my first attempt at this was perfect?
Yes, 100%.
I do think I might just leave this here for a while. It's really fun to just throw in some stupid sounds. Just make my voice make dumb noises like this, and it's it's hard to resist.
Justin has a whole rack of music equipment to his left.
To be fair, the rack is mostly empty right now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really just this guitar pedal, but I do have the delay thing in here too. Right, I have to turn this up. There it is.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to mute that for now so I don't go back. All right, Evan. There's a big important thing happening in the world of sports. So sports is kind of your domain. I don't really follow sports. I don't know much about anything sporty. Yeah. But you saw this before I did. And I would say
it's not my domain. I just think relative to you, I have a lot more sports knowledge.
Mm-hmm. And it relates to the WNBA, women's basketball, which I don't watch women's basketball. But I don't watch men's basketball. I don't watch any sport at all. So it's not because I'm sexist.
Yeah, I don't really watch women's basketball either. I did watch some of the NCAA tournaments when Caitlin Clark was, the best player on the Hawkeyes.
Yes.
But I do watch men's basketball, just the NBA, which makes people mad sometimes.
Mad
if you tell them you don't watch. No, if you say I don't really watch college basketball, I only watch the NBA. It's offensive to Iowans, I guess, in particular.
Oh, sure, because we don't have a pro team.
Because we don't have a pro team, and I don't know, you're not supporting your local whatever. I mean, I used to watch Iowa Hawkeye basketball, but I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah. It's actually unethical for you to not care about that. But I'm glad you brought her up. Caitlin Clark is, of course, the focus of this thing. I don't even know what to call this. It's like a cynical, racist campaign stunt, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just stoking racial hatred, basically.
Okay, so to get into this, I did see that Zach Lahn posted something, a video about this on social media. I think I saw this last night while I was at work. So I'm going to play that clip here.
Caitlin Clark is from West Des Moines. She's one of our own. She's now the...
I'm actually going to pause already. When he says she's one of our own.
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
I don't think he only means that she's from Iowa.
Yeah, if she was black, would he say that?
Yeah, exactly.
My question.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, obviously most people probably know this, but WNBA is they have a lot of black players. I think when I looked it up, it's about 2/3 of players in the WNBA are black women. So when he says she's one of our own, I think he might be winking at a certain crowd of Republican voters.
Yeah, really exaggeratedly winking.
And elbowing them as well. She's one of our own. All right, guys.
Most fouled player in the entire league. In fact, she's been the target of over 15% of all fouls across the WNBA. One player, the clear target. Women's basketball has been successful because of leaders like Caitlin Clark. That only works if players are driving to protect each other. Nobody should have to take a cheap shot for being the best, and no one should get away with being a bully on the court. Caitlin, we're proud of you, and we're proud for what you've done for the sport.
Fucking loser. Okay, so yeah, obviously he wants to associate his own campaign brand with Caitlin Clark, who is like mega famous, beloved by a lot of Iowans. You know, maybe the most famous Iowan of the past few years is Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah,
actually.
I think that's true. For sure.
And he's painting a picture of like, you know, all these brutes are beating on our beautiful white savior in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, he's borderline. I mean, he's not even really like hiding that he's saying that, right?
No, I mean the letter that we'll get into is him, you know, and other Congress people being like,
yeah.
There's a racial bias against Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
The WNBA needs to enforce harsher penalties for you know, specifically fouling Caitlin Clark, I guess.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's like it kind of, you know, defeats your argument when it's all about one player.
Right. I think that he also, in the video, he said she's the most fouled player, which I think is not even true.
I don't think that's true. I think she might have had the most flagrant fouls committed against her, which, if anything, says that maybe the WNBA might be, you know, more willing to call like a flagrant foul against her opponents.
Right. Okay, now, people, when you're watching sports, do you want there to be like no physical, like, do you want there to be nothing dangerous happening between players? I mean, you don't want them like beating up on each other, I guess, but like, isn't that part of the thing? Like,
yes.
People are going to get knocked
100%.
down and stuff. Like,
yeah.
All right, so Cooper Worth at the Des Moines Register has a piece about this Zach Lahn letter that he and I forget which members of Congress, the Republican Study Committee, wrote to the WNBA, which is also weird. Like, Congress is like writing a letter to a professional sports organization. Why? Why are you stepping in? Zach Lahn presses WNBA to protect Caitlin Clark from violence. U.S. Rep. Zach Lahn has called for the WNBA to better protect Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark in a letter to League Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. A letter released on July 8th, signed by Nunn and 10 fellow members of the Republican Study Committee. I couldn't actually find like a full copy of the letter with all the signatories, so I don't know who all was on it, but I know there were like Congress people from Tennessee and Texas. I don't recall everyone, but those are the names I saw. The lawmakers argue that since turning pro in 2024, Clark has been the driving force behind the surge in WNBA fan interest. Despite this, they note she continues to face, quote, repeated acts of unnecessary physical hostility and violence on the court. It references a June 24th game between Phoenix Mercury and the Indiana Fever, in which Phoenix Mercury forward Alyssa Thomas's punch to Clark's throat went uncalled in real time by officials, but was later upgraded to a flagrant 2 by the league.
Yeah, that is a real stretch to call that a punch to the throat, like it was some kind of like intentional like wind up, and she
sort of like fell on her.
She fell on. They were like, it was like a loose ball situation where, like, you know, there's like 3 or 4 players on the floor. Caitlin Clark was like on the floor first, and then she kind of like fell on her to try to get the ball, and then like her closed hand hit her throat a little bit.
Sure.
Like, which it didn't get immediately called as a flagrant and then did, but I don't even flagrant 2, like, so like flagrant rules.
Is there a scale? I don't know about this.
Basically flagrant foul is like, that's not a basketball play. Basically, like, there's no basketball reason for you to be doing this. And like,
okay.
I maybe it might be different in the WNBA, but at least in the NBA, flagrant 1 is like unintentional. like you did something and accidentally hurt someone in a way that was like unnecessary. And like flagrant 2 is like targeted, basically.
Oh, okay. Is there a 3?
No.
That's when you kill someone?
Yeah. Flagrant 2 is like excessive, unnecessary contact, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
and results in immediate ejection. Like, I think Alyssa Thomas got suspended a game because of this foul.
Gotcha. Okay. Has there ever been an attempt at sort of like an XFL for basketball where like it's a little more reckless and like you're allowed to hurt each other?
Combat basketball?
Yeah.
Well, there's this game called NBA Jam that's like really cool.
Sure. There is
one
that.
One of the best video games ever.
Yeah. Or you can light the basketball on fire and stuff.
I don't know. There was like the Ice Cube like Big 3 league thing.
Oh, that's
right.
I think
Caitlin Clark might have participated in that, or maybe something. There's like a women's basketball similar like one-on-one tournament thing. I don't remember. But yeah, there's been I know the Big 3 thing had like hot spots on the floor, actually very similar to NBA Jam. Mm-hmm. That like if you hit a shot from that spot on the floor, it'd be worth like 5 points or something.
Cool. The incident attracted widespread attention online and sparked discussion about Clark's physical treatment in the WNBA. U.S. President Donald Trump commented on the play on July 6th, describing Clark as having been treated rather rough and calling it a pretty bad event. Why is the president talking about this? Well, I guess I can tell you why the president's talking about it. It's because it's a white girl in the WNBA getting fouled. That's why the president's talking about it, right? To, again, stoke racial animus to, people who, the sort of white supremacist insecurity shit going on in their brains. Like, freak out that...
and unfortunately, Caitlin Clark has somewhat leaned into...
Oh, really?
A little bit. She was she walked out on stage at a Morgan Wallen concert in Indianapolis. The guy
the guy who said the N-word, right?
That's the guy who said the N-word. Yeah. Which is, as like the face of a league that is majority black players, like that's not you can see why people might have some problems with that.
Yeah. These incidents go far beyond routine physical play, yet the WNBA and its officiating have too often failed to address these unacceptable incidents and hold players accountable. Alyssa Thomas called the contact with Clark a complete accident and said she has received death threats and racial slurs since the play. So that's the goal of like getting the president and getting Republican members of Congress to weigh in on this, right? Is to sort of point the stochastic terrorism cannon at these black players. Get them. Yeah.
Well, and that Zach Lahn reel had, like, while he was giving his little whiny speech, there was like a bunch of clips of like all black players fouling Caitlin Clark.
Yes. And Zach Lahn is the one who's going to protect our white girls. He probably, I guess I don't have a specific example to point to, but he's probably gone in on the like no boys and girls sports bullshit, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure he doesn't hit it as heavy as like Ashley Hinson, but I'm sure he doesn't have any problem with that stream of Republican politics in the 2020s. Clark said afterwards she condemns the harassment and hate directed at Thomas and other WNBA players. So it seems like she doesn't really want this kind of like, Zach Lahn protection. I don't think that she asked for this.
Yeah, who would want that, really? I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't know if she really leaned into the political thing. I mean, I think it's clear that she is like culturally different than the average WNBA player.
Sure.
And I think part of the reason why she was such a phenomenon in college is because her style of play is pretty different and it's very aggressive, fast, and she shoots like really long range threes, which is, kind of more appealing to a lot of casual viewers.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think that's part of it. And I mean, she's a good player. Like I've watched a little bit of WNBA since she entered the league, and she's a star. I mean, but she's not like the best player in the league or anything. It's like a lot of people I think got false expectations that she was going to like go to the pros and then just like be insanely good still. Right. And it's like, no, there's a lot of really, really good a lot of really, really good professional basketball players, believe it or not.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, she's the reason I started watching women's basketball in the first place, so she's got to be top.
Yeah.
She's got to be top of the pyramid. I just remembered, it just came into my mind that when she was at Iowa, she always had like UIPD cops whose names I knew around her, like guarding her coming in and out of the games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say their names right now. It's not necessary.
No, yeah, you don't need to do that.
The lawmaker's letter continues, alleging that current WNBA players have openly encouraged violence against Clark, further fueling concerns about the culture surrounding these incidents. Now, is this completely fabricated? They don't really cite any particular encouragement.
Yeah.
Openly encouraged violence against Clark? What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
In addition, concerning reports suggest that many of these attacks against Clark may be racially motivated. The letter reads, as commissioner, you have an obligation to ensure that every player competes in a safe and professional environment, both on and off the court, free from violence, discrimination, or retaliation.
There's always been white players in the WNBA. Shocker.
They're always being bullied, right?
No. I think, I was saying, her style of play and the fact that she had so much attention going into the league probably did make her maybe not the favorite person in, among players.
I'm sure there's some there might negative
be
feelings towards her.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of that. But it's not racial. That would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even, again, they don't really cite what they're talking about. It seems like they're just hey, this is also, I mean, you got to protect white people too. It's sort of like the DEI backlash stuff. That's where this is kind of coming from.
White identity politics.
Yeah. Yep. Fragile. The lawmakers wrote that they would support investigations by the Department of Justice, Department of Labor, or the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
Oh my fucking God. Give it a rest.
We got to get the FBI in here. It is imperative that the WNBA take meaningful action to address this issue. The league has an extraordinary opportunity to inspire the next generation of female athletes to pursue athletics. Female, for some reason, it's bolded and underlined 3 times in the letter.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding, but that's the emphasis they want you to take from that. We mean female, right? Right, guys? Mm-hmm. But that opportunity is undermined when its brightest stars are not adequately protected. Your fans deserve better, and so do the young girls who look to the WNBA as a model for excellence, sportsmanship, and opportunity. They're just trying to conjure up an image in your mind of an 8-year-old girl who loves basketball and who was really looking up to Caitlin Clark in recent years, but then is watching TV and sees that somebody fell on top of Caitlin Clark and got a foul, and the girl is I don't know if I want to be in the WNBA anymore.
Yeah. We need Juana Man to stop doing fatalities to Caitlin Clark on the televised basketball games. This is what this letter is.
Does this shit ever happen with the NBA? Politicians
not really.
They never really jump to the defense of male athletes, do they?
Well, they don't need that support.
Right, exactly.
Caitlin Clark,
exactly.
They're
strong
the millionaire.
guys, they don't need the protection.
Yeah.
But this is our vulnerable young white girl, and she needs the full backing of the federal government against her brutal employers who are throwing her into the arena for blood sport.
Mm-hmm.
This is so stupid. They do have a statement from Engelbert, who is the commissioner? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Kathy Engelbert, that's her name. After the Alyssa Thomas was receiving death threats and racial slurs. The safety and well-being of everyone in our community is always the league's top priority. We are aware of Alyssa Thomas's comments, and what she and her teammates have experienced is completely unacceptable and not representative of the WNBA community. The league and our security team have been in contact with the Phoenix Mercury organization and remain committed to protecting all players. So I have to imagine that when Zach Lahn and company saw that the commissioner of the league released a statement about the racial harassment that Alyssa Thomas was receiving, they felt like, oh, well, you'll say something about her, but you won't say anything about our favorite white girl. And that's kind of like what motivated this letter.
Yeah.
That and Zach Nunn wants to associate his name with a super famous person to help his campaign.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and also, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Caitlin Clark fans in our neck of the woods.
Yeah,
and
of course.
yeah, it's, I don't know. I've seen some pretty toxic stuff on just like social media from her detractors and fans getting into it constantly. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of her fans are more casual basketball people who don't necessarily have a lot of background information. And also, Caitlin Clark, I think, has gotten into it. There's been a couple instances where, I mean, like, people have said basically that she like got her last coach fired and that she might be trying to get her current coach fired, and it's like kind of throwing some like on-court tantrums and stuff, I guess, that people are not feeling real positive about.
Well, again, as a non-sports watcher, I'm above all this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I
think sports ball.
Yeah,
as a non-sports ball watcher,
I'm one of those guys, and I feel like, what are you guys watching this shit for? Like, you don't want to see players like attacking each other. You don't want to see them like freak out and yell. Like, where are you getting the drama if not from stuff like that? Like people just throwing a ball around. I mean, is that enough for you?
That is, I'm sorry to say, that is a very sports ball guy take on why people watch sports. No, I think most people watch because like they like seeing people who are like the best in the world at what they're doing, like doing it at a really high level. And it's like a fun game also, and sometimes there's like a lot of drama, like, that's just because like one team might win or the other team might win. It's more
the
that
drama comes from who's better at the game. That's just not enough for
who's
an intellectual
executing
like
better.
me.
Yeah, you just need to see people beating each other up.
I need more of a narrative. I need more, That's why I'm so into pro wrestling.
Yeah, but organic narratives are more fun than contrived ones, right? That's why I like sport. Part of the reason I like sports is because it's like it's reality TV for men, right?
Aspects.
Yeah, the underdog, when the underdog wins, and you're like, whoa, that was like, never would have thought that would have happened.
Sure. Yeah. But you have to watch a lot of games that kind of play out as you would expect them to in order to build up that sort of like something that can defy your expectations, right?
Yeah, sure.
So there's a lot of investment before you get that real kind of feeling.
Yeah.
If people can't tell, I am joking around. Like, I don't really care about sports, but like I understand, and it's like I'm glad that people enjoy stuff. This is a case where I can let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
Except for Zach Nunn.
Yeah, Zach, do you think Zach Nunn gives a fuck about women's basketball? Like, absolutely not. Come on.
No. This is embarrassing. Like, I honestly hope that this hurts his campaign. I hope that people can see through this horse shit.
Yeah. I sent this article to you and I said, this is fucking pathetic.
And I saw Laura Bellin posted, I think maybe last night I saw this. She is confident. Like, your district, the 3rd district race, is the only one that she's confident Democrats have a good shot of flipping. And this is an example of Zach Nunn's like campaign instincts. Like, this is the stuff he thinks is going to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't know that Laura had said that. I mean, I've always thought that it was a possibility. I think I mentioned it on previous episode when you asked like which districts would flip. But
he does seem weak.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, he just sucks.
Like he's less committed to being the like, he doesn't really commit to the like hard right stuff as much, because I think he understands that like the voting public of that district is not, you got Des Moines, right? And you got to win some like just quote unquote normal rich people voting for you. So you can't go like full Feenstra, for example. I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny when he releases a statement trying to like pretend he's like a moderate.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess this is sort of, I don't know. He can't always try to play the moderate, so he does need to like wink and nudge at the white nationalist crowd with stunts like this. It's weird. I mean, I don't envy him. He's in a tough spot, I have to kind of be racist, but I have to kind of not be so overt about it. Zach, look into the Southern strategy. I mean, this has been done before.
Yeah, it sure has.
All right, what else should we talk about today? This is kind of like stupid, but this came up on my Facebook feed. I'm not going to say the guy's name because like I was looking at his profile. He has a bunch of pictures of his kids and stuff on there. So I don't really want to like push people to look at his profile. But he's this guy on Facebook has been making a series of AI pictures of Zach Lahn. And it just really struck me how like petulant the tone of these AI images is. So I'm going to upload these somewhere else so people will not be looking at the guy's children. But
yeah.
But a series of AI generated images of Zach Lahn, and the theme is Zach Lahn is the worst. And he's sort of like reacting against people who are criticizing Zach Lahn online. So this first one here, it's a picture of Zach in his plane flying from Kansas to Iowa. That's what's in the States here, with like his AI generated family. He's got 2 identical daughters. That's like literally the same kid, right?
Yeah. It is.
And it says Zach Lahn is the worst. He actually flies to Kansas to see his kids from his blended family. What a terrible dad, prioritizing family time like that. It's like, could you be more whiny? Like, they see all this, like, he doesn't even really live here stuff, and they just get, like, so mad. I mean, there's not really a good answer to it, right? Like, the guy lives in Kansas.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's like part and parcel of, like, conservative fascist politics to be like, every single, other than Rob Sand, only elected Democrat in the state, you live in a state that is completely dominated by the GOP, and President Trump, you got your fucking President Trump in office. They got they got the Supreme Court. They got the fucking House of Representatives. They got everything.
Yeah. And
then you're still whining about how people are being mean to you all the time, and that actually you are the ultimate victims. And, right. Give it a fucking rest. Grow up.
Yeah. This fucking rich guy, his pockets full of coke cash.
Yeah.
Like, he really needs to be defended.
Poor Zach Lahn.
All right, image number 2. It's for some reason they have a goat with crossed eyes in the foreground of this one. Like, why is there a crazy goat? Why do all the kids have like bug eyes?
Slipknot reference.
Oh my god, the kids and the wife, like everybody in this one except for Zach Lahn has like exaggerated large anime eyes.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like the AI Studio Ghibli shit, or however you say it.
Terrible,
really bad. Yeah, this is like, I don't know who finds this appealing, because it's just like, even regardless of the content, just this AI slop shit is just so repulsive.
Yeah. And I mean, this is the type of guy who is compelled to defend a candidate for governor when he sees mean comments about him online. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to go to Grok and I'm going to generate some images whining about the stuff you said. Okay, which is funny, you got us.
Yeah, I don't know. On fucking X, the Zach Lahn supporters are fucking crazy racist. Like, they're not. Yeah. Like, by far, like 1,000 times meaner than anyone who supports Rob Sand.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, okay, we've spent years and years shitting on Rob Sand with good reason. Like, he deserves everything we've ever said about him. Zach Lahn's worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
Well, we're not attacking Rob Sand because we think he like looks like a lesbian, or like, like he's actually trans or something,
Right. Yeah.
Or that he like apparently wants to replace every white person in Iowa with an illegal immigrant or something.
Yep. Yeah, that's like the driving force behind the Zach Lahn Defense Squad online. It's because he believes in great replacement theory, as he discussed in detail in that Tucker Carlson interview that we watched a few months back. Like, this guy is a white nationalist, he is openly like, yeah, he's a bad guy. He's running a blood and soil campaign pretty explicitly. Okay, second image, the second AI image. The text reads, Zach Lahn is the worst. He bought back the family homestead and is raising his kids there while restoring the land for better soil, wildlife, and future generations. What a sucker for legacy and stewardship.
Wow.
Yep, you really got him with that one. I mean, keep in mind, as far as I know, this is just some random guy. But you know, he wants to contribute to the discourse, and his shit is showing up in my feed. So, like...
Facebook just started showing you this?
Yeah. It's
That's funny.
Unwarranted. I didn't ask for this. It just appeared in my feed, and I was drawn to it. Okay, the third one, I don't even I don't even know what's going on. The scene takes place at the Iowa State Capitol in Des Moines. There's a picture of a big box of fireworks and some children seated around the box, all sobbing, crying, begging. Zach Lahn has a watering can that says Fun Police on it, and he's dumping water all over these fireworks. The text reads, Zach Lahn is the worst. He probably doesn't even like fireworks. Now,
yeah, what the fuck?
What's the point of this one? This is supposed to be like satire of like how crazy Zach Lahn's critics are, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's also like pretty tone deaf because like I don't know, at least from what I've seen, the tide is kind of turned against the legal fireworks in Iowa because it's like kind of a fucking nuisance, and like
I think people are generally kind of tired of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. There's been, I know that like this year in Des Moines, at least, there's been like significantly less issues, like noise complaints, less people shooting off fireworks, less litter in parks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think some people kind of got it out of their system, and then other people were like, I don't know. I've seen multiple people also say like, oh, I regret, like, I thought that they should be legal, and then I regret it now. Because people go so fucking hard.
Yeah, there used to be all these like legalized fireworks yard signs all over the place in rural Iowa, and one by one I've been seeing those disappear as people finally feel shame about their choices. The fourth AI generated image from this guy, it also has a cross-eyed goat in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a running theme. I'm not sure what the deal is with the cross-eyed goat, but it's an important character in the AI generated lawnscape. Could we call it that?
Yeah.
The lawnscape. Now this one has some superstars in it. We've got RFK Jr. and Rob Schneider in the picture here this time.
Yes, superstar Rob Schneider.
Zach Lahn's friend, celebrity Rob Schneider. And Rob Sand himself is in the background of this one. I don't want to spoil it yet. All right. The main text reads, Zach Lahn is the worst. He's endorsed by RFK Jr.'s Maha group and wants to take on big ag pesticides, big pharma influence, and rising cancer rates in Iowa. Health focused? Gross. I think you're omitting like maybe the main thrust of the Maha movement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could actually just clip the first part of it. Zach Lahn is the worst. He's endorsed by RFK Jr.'s Maha group, and then just actually make that into like a Democratic ad, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I mean, but Lahn has, I think it was earlier this week, he was talking about like, yeah, we need to ban the COVID vaccine in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
That's of course the actual motivation behind all this Maha bullshit is like vaccine skepticism and a lust for mass death, I think, is what is really driving RFK Jr.'s health agenda.
Yeah, eugenics. It's like literally soft eugenics.
It's soft and it's getting harder.
It's getting harder for sure.
Day by day. It's definitely like, oh, we need to do some fucking social Darwinism up in here. That'll take care of a lot of our nation's ails, is to allow the undesirable and the unfit to perish en masse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know really why Rob Schneider's in this one.
Well, because he hung out with Zach Lahn, right? He went to his farm or something.
Yes, they did some
during the primary or something.
Yeah, like late in the primary, he did a.
I think Rob Schneider is out here also endorsing great replacement theory on X.
Not surprising. That guy is a fucking
he's a
insecure
fucking
maniac.
idiot. He's also like one of the least funny people to have ever like gotten prominence.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but who else could come up with like saying you can do it in a bunch of movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who else could do making copies?
Yeah. Sad. In the background, we have a barn that has a big sign on it that says "Healthy Iowa." I have not seen that barn, but I'm sure this is an accurate portrayal of the Lahn homestead. Okay, now in the background, we've got Rob Sand, big-headed Rob Sand, and he is digging poop out of a bucket or maybe into the bucket with a shovel. And there's a sign that reads, Sand's #1 job, pooper scooper.
Okay.
Is there like a greater meaning behind that, or is this just like childish nonsense?
I don't really want to defend Rob Sand again, but if he thought that he could scoop poop and it would help his campaign, he would 100% do it. And like, he's done like some of the like photo op things where he was like, chainsawing trees during the Derade show. And then I can't remember, he did some other, he does, acts of service,
Sure.
and amplifies it to his audience and stuff. Yep. But like at least he's actually out there doing acts of service, like I think it's a little distasteful to, like the way he posts about it. But like, I don't think you could say the same for fucking Zach Lahn. I don't think he's not even in the state most of the time.
I have seen, so I forget the name. Like, what's Zach Lahn's hometown? I can't remember, but
Belle Plaine or something. Or no,
Belle Plaine. Yes. That might not be, but
that's his hometown in Iowa.
Is in Belle Plaine.
Yeah.
He bought like an old theater in Belle Plaine and like reopened it for business and shit. And that is portrayed as him like serving the community. Like owning a business is like doing a service to this small town community. You would think that like maybe to go along with the theme of like the Maha shit, you could show Rob Sand in the background like eating gas station pizza or something. Like that would at least make some sense with like the point you're trying to make. That like, oh, this guy's constantly promoting processed bullshit food, whereas Zach Lahn is growing healthy, vaccine-free tomatoes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. He's chugging raw milk and not getting sick.
That's right, because he has a powerful immune system that hasn't been tarnished by the Myrna vaccines. Okay, the next image. This is just the classic AI. Way too much shit going on. Words everywhere. Fill every blank space with some shit to read and look at. By the way,
at least 3 instances of common sense. Our favorite. Well, I mean, our like rallying cry, really.
Absolutely. It's constantly misused. It's being co-opted by these like fringe maniacs like Zach Lahn. Like you are not common sense. Everything that we believe and everything that we advocate for on this podcast is common sense.
Yeah.
I think that's true about that. The things that I believe and the things that Evan believes and the things that we share with you all, our listening public, that's Iowa common sense. We are normal.
Yeah. Socialism is common sense.
Yeah.
I think you're joking, but like it's also I think it's a good tack to take.
I mean, I'm doing that thing where I'm joking and not joking.
Yeah. There's a lot of that on this podcast also.
The best way to troll is to just say things that you genuinely believe, but like be like more enthusiastic about it than you typically would be. That's trolling.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, Greg O.P. Hughes, he also appeared in my Facebook feed a few days ago, and he is using AI to generate Ben Garrison-esque images to promote his radio show.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Man.
all of the words all over this image reminded me of Ben Garrison, and then I remembered that.
I'm concerned about your algorithm.
Oh, like, dude, I just... Meta is like, yeah, this guy wants to see all this horrible shit. And then it ends up on the podcast, so like, hey, thank you. Thank you to Zuckerberg and the team over there. for showing me what I need to see, such as Zach Lahn is the worst. He wants to lower taxes, safer communities, and to make Iowa the freest, most family-centered state. Common sense conservatism at its most dangerous. And yeah, if you read between the lines there, yes, this is the danger of painting conservatism as common sense. What does lower taxes mean? It means the government withers away. It means we no longer have public schools. Yeah. It means we no longer have publicly funded health care. Like, whose taxes are being lowered? Not mine. People like Zach Lahn's taxes are being lowered. Rich people. Safer communities. What does that mean? It means increase the prison population by 50%, thanks to a Steve Holt bill. Safer communities means whiter communities. That's what they're talking about here. And to make Iowa the freest, most family-centered state, what they mean is that women are to reproduce, whether they want it or not. White women, to be
reproduce, clear. And then also be forced to raise those children with zero support.
Yes, zero government support. It is the man's responsibility to support their right. Am I wrong?
I think that's hypothetically what these people believe, but I don't know if in practice that's what happens.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I mean, if you zoom in on the word freest right there, if a man is obligated to support the family that he created, well, that's not really freedom, is it?
No, it's not. Freedom from responsibilities.
That's the main text of this image, but there's, as I said, a whole bunch of bullshit crowding all the space here.
Yeah, who are those guys on the right with the status quo and big spender
they're
labels?
Scared. They're scared of Zach Lahn and his easel. The dangerous plan for Iowa: lower taxes, safer communities, family-centered Iowa, and more freedom, which has the Liberty Bell next to it. And there's some. Those are just bureaucrats, I think.
I was gonna say the guy in the bottom looks kind of like Kevin Spacey.
A little bit, yeah. And the guy above him looks like Kevin Spacey wearing glasses.
Yeah, I guess so.
They have the same face, but one of them has different hair and glasses.
That is
their
true.
names are Status Quo and Big Spender.
Yeah, I just imagine the guy who AI sucks, but it must have taken a lot of fucking effort to how many prompts or whatever did he use to make this fucking garbage?
I know there's so much crap.
He probably wrote a fucking page worth of prompts.
Dangerous conservatism detected. Normal priorities alert. Yeah, my priorities are normal. My priorities are so normal they fit into a 14-word phrase.
And then succinct. We haven't touched on the baby in the bottom left, who is...
Yes.
There's a big button that says common sense and press for a better Iowa. And there's a child with a coffee cup. Children should not be drinking coffee. I don't think that's Maha approved. Little sidekick in chief.
Little side chick.
Little side chick. Freudian slip. Man. I just like that because it's basically implying that actually a baby we could just replace all politicians with babies.
Babies pressing big buttons.
Yeah, baby. If a baby can press a big button, then a politician can press a big button and restore common sense.
Yeah, even babies can figure this out. Speaking of coffee mugs, on I guess what must be Zach's desk over here, he has a coffee mug labeled "Big Gov Tears."
That's classic.
That doesn't work as well as liberal tears, I don't think.
Yeah.
Big Gov tears.
I don't think, Big Gov is not capable of crying because it's an unflinching machine or whatever they want to think.
Yeah. And then there's a nameplate that says Special Interest Panic Department. Wait, so is this the desk of these guys? The Kevin Spaceys?
Yeah,
and
they work at
the Special Interest Panic Department?
Well, why do they have a coffee cup that they're crying into themselves?
Into their own coffee cup?
Yeah.
Sir, Facebook guy, this is incomprehensible, this image that you've produced, or that you asked a computer to produce on your behalf. Oh yeah, and by the way, the baby is like, I guess, a character in the Lawnscape that, like, if you're not closely following the lawn campaign, as most people weren't until maybe 2 weeks ago, I guess the baby is like an important figure. His youngest kid, I assume.
What, there's like lore to the Zach Lahn campaign?
I don't know. Okay, one more. No, actually, I have 3 more of these, so we could just keep going. But this one has him in a hospital. He's wearing like a doctor's lab coat. Dr. Lahn, it says. He's not a doctor. And that guy... Okay. Zach Lahn is the worst. He supports protecting life before and after birth, including tackling chronic health issues affecting kids. Think of the poor special interests. What? Which special interests are like?
What are you talking about?
The abortion industry? Is that what they're talking about here?
The special interests of providing health care?
Yeah. Big pharma. That's probably what he's talking about. Because if we cure autism, then how will they benefit from keeping you autistic for your whole life?
If we have more babies, we can do more experiments on them.
This one features Derek Wolfe.
It does.
So he's in this one, cowboy guy. Isn't he the sidekick in chief?
He's a side chick. Yeah, side chick in chief.
Well, speaking of,
he's got, yeah, he might have a side chick or two.
Here's the adult friend finder himself, Derek Wolfe. And it looks like he might be looking for some adult friends in this image.
Yeah, honestly, he might be trying to seduce this older swinger couple here.
He's off the apps and he's in the nursing homes. Trying to be a third. But yeah, I don't know, he's talking to this old couple. The old couple are sitting at a small round table with another coffee cup. This one says Faith, Family, Community on it. You ever seen a coffee mug that says something like that? I guess this is sort of like an old person's live, laugh, love mug. Faith, Family, Community. And then there's a little placard that says care for all ages. Every life matters. So
yeah, I don't know if I
showing up and
believe
holding
that.
an old lady's hand is like,
yeah,
somehow doing care for them.
Yeah, in lieu of like funding care for the elderly.
Yeah, Iowa's nursing homes are doing all right?
Yeah.
Everyone's doing fine in there?
I don't think so. But, if we just get Derek Wolfe to go to every nursing home in the state and try to seduce the patients there, the residents, then he can turn it around.
Yeah, it'll definitely improve their quality of life to have Derek Wolfe holding their hands. Okay, then in the background we've got, I guess these are the special interests. Oh yeah, big pharma lobby, big food and insurance industry. But our profits, won't someone think of our special interests? And then we've got a guy who looks absolutely nothing like Rob Sand, saying, gotta go along to get along.
He literally looks closer to Zach Lahn than he does to Rob Sand.
Yeah. And you had a perfectly serviceable, big-headed Rob Sand in a previous image, Facebook guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like Rob Sand. This looks like, I don't know, Alan Tudyk a little bit. I don't know. Okay, next is a school choice-themed AI-generated image, which, before we read the text, just look in the bottom left here. We've got a trash can full of furry stuff. So
I didn't even notice. There's a
he's getting the fursuits out of our public schools.
Yeah.
Or rather, not even getting them out of the public schools, but trashing public education entirely because there are fursuits in there.
I don't know. I'm kind of offended on behalf of the furry community.
Oh yeah,
because there's a lot of proud conservative furries out there,
Yeah,
and
there are Nazi
furry
furs,
does not.
Man.
It does not have anything to do with sex or anything.
No, it's not part. The furry lifestyle is actually not part of the LGBTQ agenda.
No,
it's a completely separate thing.
100%.
Zach Lahn is the worst. He co-founded a private school and actually believes in education choice and getting liberal ideology out of classrooms. Parents making decisions? Nightmare. I agree.
What if the parents choose
this one?
What if What if the parents want liberal ideology in their classrooms, though? What if they want to teach their kid liberal stuff?
I'm going to be real with you. That's probably most parents. Most parents probably are fine with like a generally like chill liberal education. It's on you guys know that you're like a vocal minority, right? This like moms for liberty shit. You are a fringe. The fact that you don't want kids in school to learn about like American history when it comes to slavery and Jim Crow. You want that out of the schools. You are weird. You're weird, you're racist, and you're bad. Most parents they want their kids to have a well-rounded education where they actually learn shit about the world. The fact that you want to like segregate the schools and keep your kids in a little bubble where the only thing they learn about history is America good, why capitalism rocks. You are weird. You are the ones wanting to like build an enclave and separate yourself from normal society.
Yeah. Yeah, just homeschool your kids and leave the liberal ideology in public schools and just homeschool your kids and watch how they turn out.
Homeschool your kids with zero tax support. Yeah. I mean, if you want to just like remove yourself from society, fuck it. Go.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm sure that'll have positive outcome.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a picture of Zach Lahn handing a key to a nice white family. The key has a chain that says, "You're in charge now." So like he's just giving them the school? Is this how it happened for him?
Probably. Pretty much. Fucking Charles Koch just gave him the keys.
Yeah, just handed him a key like, "Here you go. Here's the key to this brand new school and my wife. The key to my wife's heart. You're in charge now." There's a big sign on the entrance of the school that says, "Parents, you're in charge. We trust you." What else is in the garbage can, though? I only called out the fursuit, but there's also a book called Critical Race Theory, a book called Gender Ideology, something that says pronoun mandates. I don't know if that's like a flyer or something that's in the garbage. And there's also like stink lines and flies. Liberal ideology out is the label on the trash can. Okay, last one. This is sort of a Thomas Kincaid style painting. You probably put that in the prompt. And it's Zach Lahn down on one knee in the snow. He put a Bible on the ground and a hat on the ground that says "Lawn for Governor." That's disrespectful to the Bible, I think, to throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Zach Lahn is the worst. He lets his faith guide how he treats people. Love your neighbor? What a monster. The contempt I feel. The mind who would want to create an image like this. You are such a whiny little bastard. Love your neighbor? What a monster. Like, just you can't handle people talking about a politician.
Yeah, just the contrast between what fucking Zach Lahn is proposing versus like his faith guiding how he treats people. Then like, who would want to be part of that faith? I mean, Jesus. Literally, Jesus. Yeah. You need Jesus. You need to throw out that Old Testament, get into that New Testament.
Yeah, and Evan referred to this earlier. I know that Twitter is like a complete cesspool and is awful to engage with at this point, but Lahn is like gleefully participating in Twitter all day, every day. Yeah. And you should see the Lahn crowd on Twitter and how they talk and think to yourself, yeah, these guys are all about loving your neighbor. Like, this is a crowd of like shut-in psycho rapists. That is the enthusiastic Lahn supporters on the internet. You do not want to encounter these people in real life.
Well, you won't, because like you said, they're shut-ins.
Hopefully. I hope that they remain indoors and do not see the sun.
They're not, I'm going to guess that they're not high achievers, and it's not because of like the evil liberal establishment putting the boot on their neck. I just think that they probably are like just really unpleasant to be around and like
chronic masturbators, so they
can't get out of their own way. Yeah.
Hey, this is neither here nor there, but if there are any young straight men listening to this, I must implore you to be normal. That's just been on my mind recently. Like, I know that rejection can be hard, and like going through life not getting things that you want is hard, but that's just part of the deal of being alive. Okay? And the way that you handle disappointment is just fucking chill out. Just like find stuff to enjoy, and don't treat people like shit. In order to have meaningful relationships with other people, you have to treat them as equals. You have to be normal. You have to participate in society like a normal guy.
That's true. I'm not sure if I know what normal is, but I guess be the good kind of normal, not the bad kind of normal. Not the normal, not the bad behavior that's normalized in society. You know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. By normal, I just mean chill out.
Yeah, well, just don't be entitled. you know?
Yeah. Other people don't okay. We live in a society that rejects collectivism, and that's wrong. Okay, so in that sense, you are entitled to things, and you are owed things that you're not getting, right? But that is not the fault of the people around you generally, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and this is particularly, I'm talking about like women don't owe you sex. That's that's like the main thing I'm thinking about here. But stop treating people like shit. Who am I even talking to? I don't know why I'm thinking so much about this, but like, just chill out. You will have meaningful relationships with people if you chill out and you recognize that other people are also people.
I think actually maybe just everyone in general, not just young men, is stop thinking about yourself so much.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's valid.
Start thinking about other people, what you could do for them.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's not so much that you get what you give, but to some extent that is how it works.
Yeah.
Like, don't think of it so much like transactionally, but like if you contribute to the world, you will benefit from being in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Engaging with these like Zach Lahn fans is really just like troubling.
It's really, it's bad. I don't know. There's a long time where I was really not getting on X at all. Mm-hmm. And then in the past couple months, I've been on there a little bit more, probably because of some of the election stuff and just kind of gauging the temperature on what is happening there in the time since I've left. And it's fucking bleak. It's awful. It's like, I can't imagine actively participating on that website. I guess
nasty.
Maybe more power to you for doing it, but also like, what are you getting out of it? You know, like.
And Twitter is not real life. Even less so now that it is like curated to the nastiest parts of humanity. It is not real life.
Yeah.
Anyway, we filled an hour
just ranting
very quickly. That felt like it went by very fast. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or should we just wrap it up? Because I got a whole bunch of other stuff in the
do we have anything fun that isn't
anything not really horrifying? Yeah.
No, not really, actually.
No. Here, we'll leave with a clip, an excerpt of Rob Sand's Substack, which let's see, which post was this? This is from the beginning of his 2026 town hall tour. So he wrote this and published it on June 22nd. So we're a couple weeks behind on this, but reading from Rob Sand's Substack, we'll go out on this. This is the alternative. We spent a lot of time talking about the Zach Lahn stuff. Now, what's on the other side here? At the beginning of Rob Sand's town hall tour, quoting now, I was also asked about data centers, a topic that's come up as people worry about the cost of water and utility bills. My stance is that if you want to build a data center and create jobs for Iowans, that's a good thing. But only if it's also a good thing for the residents in that community.
So what you're saying is that you're not actually, you don't actually think it's a good thing to build data centers.
Right. Yeah. Again, he's sort of doing this Rob Sand third way triangulation bullshit. These major corporations shouldn't get handouts without holding up their end of the bargain. Well, no. What if we just don't give them anything? Long-term economic investments, jobs, and responsible stewardship of our resources. Iowans shouldn't face rising rates or health consequences because of data centers. Now, Rob, you're honestly going to get so much more traction if you just do a blanket rejection of this stuff.
Yeah, for real. This is like one thing. This is like if you were like a true political independent, this is like an absolute slam dunk. Fuck data centers. Like if you want conservatives to vote for you, they're not for data centers. You should come out against the fucking pipeline. I mean, he has kind of, but not real strongly. Like I feel like that should be a bigger like thing too. If you really care about like conservative voters and not conservative political interests, which I think Rob Sand is a little bit more willing to bend to the political conservative influences than he is to, what the actual rank and file people want, which is like less corporate influence over their lives.
Yeah. Common sense. That's common sense. You look at every time a municipality has a meeting where they're discussing the potential for data centers, you get like hundreds of people showing up and they're all like, fuck this. We don't want this here. And this is the best you can come up with. Like, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm sure Zach Lahn has probably said something stronger on this issue because that's the crowd he's appealing to. You will attract a lot more positive enthusiasm by outright rejecting the invasion of tech corporations in our state.
Zach Lahn has actually called for a data center moratorium.
There you go, statewide. I mean, come on, man. And you know that that's cynical. You know that he doesn't really give a shit. You know that he doesn't care about corporate dominance of the people. He was a Coke fundraiser. Like, yeah. But you gotta take a stronger position on this. It's so simple. Okay, continuing with the Substack. Another voter that I had previously met at a bow hunting shop asked about accountability. That's something I could go on about for a while. So I'll just say this. We need to fix our broken political system and focus on public service, not politics. Okay, so it's just absolutely nothing. He said nothing.
Well, you can read more about how I plan to do that here. Sure. And then this is the same thing that we've already talked about. That's just like, cognitive abilities test, like age limits, whatever, they have to learn about the government before they're in the government or something. They have to go through the Center for Intellectual Freedom or whatever. Like every incoming Iowa representative has to go through the Center of Intellectual Freedom. That was Rob Sands.
You gotta sit through the Why Capitalism Rocks lecture before you can be a state representative.
Okay, I'm joking about that one, but yeah, the other stuff in that PDF is pretty fucking bad. Or just not even bad, just like a nothing. I'd
love to know what that person's actual question was, because all he said is, this person I met at a bow hunting shop asked about accountability.
Yeah, he's like putting more like, I met him at a bow hunting shop. He's putting more emphasis on that than what they actually were talking about.
Yeah, because that makes sense. More important to the brand.
Bow hunter.
Yeah.
I'm a bow hunter.
Okay, another excerpt from this Substack post. Another thing I was asked about was how to support state employees. Okay, good, yeah. Like prison guards. Okay, hang on. Is there anyone maybe higher on the list of priorities?
Yeah, that's like another amazing triangulation, because it's like, I can say the one thing that like liberals are like, and then immediately turn around and say, we need to support our fucking prison guards. Like, the people who just are okay with like, dominating and abusing other people because like they don't have skills to do other jobs and it's a pretty good paycheck. Like
what other state employees could we perhaps talk about? I don't know, public school teachers or like healthcare workers and shit. Like
maybe like people who contribute positive things to society,
Yeah. These folks are public servants just looking to serve the people of their state. Prison guards. But for too long, our elected officials have left them behind in service to powerful insiders and special interests. That's right. The prison guards are being left behind by the powerful insiders and special interests.
No, they're going to be hiring a fucking shit ton more of them.
Yeah. Just recently, Governor Reynolds announced 200 layoffs for state employees. How many prison guards were laid off?
Yeah, how many prison guards were in there?
That's wrong. And as governor, I'd keep Iowa jobs in Iowa. What were those layoffs?
I was going to say, I was like IT people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Because they're like private, outsourcing a bunch of
IT stuff. It was.
Yeah.
Iowa says outsourcing IT operations will save taxpayers more than $525 million. And that's great news to the 200 people who just lost their jobs. Anyway, typical Rob stuff. He sucks. And this is very gracious of me. Zach Lahn sucks a lot more.
Yes. This is not an endorsement of Rob Sand. It's not an endorsement of lesser evil voting. But, I mean...
Yeah. I do hope that Zach Lahn continues to expose to the voting public of Iowa what an awful shithead he is. Anyway, that's the show for today, I think. Thank you all for listening, of course, and we're going to go out with the plugs now. If you're listening to this right as it comes out on July 12th, I will be playing a solo set at Paradise in Iowa City, the DIY venue Paradise, which will soon be defunct thanks to the powerful interests of real estate. Paradise will be no longer. They are literally going to pave over Paradise.
What?
To put up a parking lot.
Oh my god! I just did the.
They're building like apartments and shit.
Ross, what's his name? What?
Nusser?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
what?
We haven't played that one. That was a great impression.
What?
Just so everyone is clear how close Evan was to the real thing. There it is. So yeah, the final Paradise show is happening today. I'll be playing at about 3:30 p.m. So come on out to that if you want to bid a fond farewell to Paradise. And Ascended Master is going to be playing this coming Friday, July 17th at Frat House, another DIY venue, which is not being killed in the interests of profit and commodified housing. If you have any thoughts about anything we discussed today, you can reach us at 319-849-8733. Leave us a voicemail. We will get back to you as soon as we have time to record another episode of Rock Hard Call Us. We will not get back to you in real time. We will respond to your message months later.
Yeah, it might be a month or two. But the more calls we get, the sooner we will address it, I assume.
That's true. Yeah. The quicker the box fills up, the sooner we will prioritize recording Rock Hard Call Us. We did release a new episode of that a few days ago. The 29th installment of Rock Hard Call Us is now available at patreon.com/rockhardcaucus, along with like almost 900 hours of shit. I recently uploaded like everything I've ever done to the Patreon just to have it all in one space, and I have my spreadsheets of everything, and that does total like 880 hours of audio.
How many gigabytes is that?
I don't have that in the spreadsheet. It probably wouldn't take me too long to figure that out.
Well, you could just convert. I mean, you could just convert the hours into like what the I don't know what is all bitrate you use.
It is all I think 128 MP3s.
Yeah. Solid
probably
bitrate,
a lot.
not flashy. Good enough.
Yeah. That is the standard for podcasts, or at least it was when in the dawn of podcasting. It looks like it's like around 50 gigabytes right now, and that's just looking at my podcast folder. But go get to downloading, everyone. You got to hear it all from the beginning. I'm sure a lot of the stuff I upload is not particularly good, but
and it doesn't include some of the deleted episodes that you'll have to beg Justin for in person.
And I
for him
will
to
not give them to you.
And like I said, you'll have to do a lot.
Yeah, there are forbidden episodes that will never see the light of day again until certain people pass away.
Mm-hmm.
Me. When I die, I have a dead man switch for those.
Oh man!
All right, we're gonna go out with some local music. We got "I Try" by Ascended Master this week. It's Ascended Master Month here on Rock Hard Caucus because we released something at ascendedmaster.bandcamp.com, and I would like everyone to listen to the whole album. So by listening to the podcast, you're going to listen to the whole album. That's just the way it is. It's my show, so I get to play whatever I want. But if you want us to play your music, please send it to us. We do have a submission form on our website, rockhardcock.us. Get some variety in here once I'm done playing the Ascended Master album. All right, thanks, Evan.
Yeah, thank you, Justin.
That was a nice little chat we had. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.